Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Kristen and today I'm sharing with you guys 10 brand new Dollar Tree DIYs. I'm super excited to share this. I have my Mean Girl shirt on. It's not Wednesday, but it should be because Wednesdays we wear pink. Also, this is a collab with my sweet friend Nicole from the Week's Nest. If you guys didn't know, she is a great friend of mine and she makes some amazing DIYs over on her channel. She does boho, she does farmhouse, modern, IKEA hacks. She does it all, you guys. She also recently renovated her RV. So I will leave her video in the link in the description box below. She is also doing brand new Dollar Tree fall DIYs. And if you guys don't have fall in your store right now, some stores are slower than others. There's a lot of stuff in here that you can buy every single day for fall crafts. So let's jump right in. First DIY, I'll be using two of these jars. These are from Dollar Tree, of course, and you can find these any time of year. Even if you don't find these exact ones, they always have very similar jars. I'm just using the color Terracotta. This is by Arteza. I love their paint. It only took one coat. This paint is by Martha Stewart. I picked this up on clearance a while. This is called Tilled Soil. I use it in many of my DIYs. So if you are new to my channel, I use it constantly. I just decided to take that same color and just dry brush it over the top to make these look kind of dirty. I'm going to be turning these into pumpkins. And if you're like, why would you want them dirty? But you got to think about it, you guys. If you're picking pumpkins, they're normally dirty. Found these really cute mini truck decor. These are also from Dollar Tree this year. They are so stinking cute. They remind me of the ones from Christmas. And I just wrapped them with some twine. And then these little wood stems were also from Dollar Tree last year. I have a ton left over. I just thought these would be really cute for stems. And then I just added some greenery. This came from a yard sale, but you can really pick up any kind of greenery. Grab some from Dollar Tree, grab some from Walmart, whatever is cheaper, whatever you have on hand will probably work. And that is all I did for these. This DIY, I'll be using 4 of these wooden decor pumpkins. They have these, I think, every single year at Dollar Tree. This color is Agave by Waverly. I say this wrong and I get so much for it every single time. So it's Agave. So say it how you want. This is the Terracotta color by Arteza once again. I just really like this color because it's like a dark orange and it's like a rusticy color orange. I actually didn't do a whole lot with these pumpkins except paint them. You could dry brush them. You could do whatever you want with them. I chose to leave them pretty plain. Waverly chalk paint again for this one. This is in the color Steel. And this one did take a couple coats. I don't know if mine's just getting kind of old. I don't really use this color very often. It's kind of runny. And I'm using this red color. This is called Raspberry Red, and this is by Arteza as well. I like the crimson red that Arteza has too, but I'm kind of saving that for Christmas DIYs. I don't know. I was kind of going for like different color theme for this piece. Usually I go for the normal colors, but I was kind of inspired by this blue. I don't know if I like it or not. But yeah, so that's why I kind of did these pumpkins. These are actually the stickers that they have at Dollar Tree. They're the poster stickers. And I actually think Nicole did this a long time ago in her video. And it's like if you don't have the sticker that you need, you can just cut these out, use them as stencils, and then pull them apart when you're done, throw them away. It kind of just, you get more bang for your buck when you use the sticker and use it as a stencil. I think this is a really cool idea and it is a nice little hack. Using this wooden dowel. I want to say this is about 3 foot long. This is from Walmart. They're like 98 cents. And I'm just going to be gluing the 4 pumpkins together so I can make a fun little topiary. Actually, this is pretty tall, so I'd like to say little, but this turned out really big. I think this will look great on a front porch or somewhere in the corner of your house, anywhere really. I plan on probably putting some rocks in here just to give it a little bit, it needs to be just a little bit more heavy to be outside of my house just because we have so much wind on our porch. But this is really easy. I just used hot glue. If you want it to last a little bit longer, try some E6000, try some super glue, whatever you have on hand. Wood glue will probably work. Grabbed some greenery. This is just leftover stuff. I want to say this is from Walmart possibly. I'm not really sure this is from. It's just from my stash. I have so much of this stuff in my stash. So wanted to use this. And then I just threw a bow right on the top of this that the pumpkins came with because I don't waste any of this stuff. I actually saved the rest in case I wanted to use them. If I don't, I'll toss them eventually. But I think this was cool. I don't know why I said this is cool. This bucket was $2 from a yard sale, but you could grab one from Dollar Tree. I just wanted it to be a little bit bigger. Used a bunch of bags, foam, floral foam, and Spanish moss from Dollar Tree. And I put this together and threw it on my porch. And I think this is so cute. So stinking cute. Using one of these pumpkins. They have these every year as well. I did paint them, changed my mind, and I decided to end up adding scrapbook paper. It was just one of those things I'm like, I'm going to do black. I don't know why. And then I just grabbed some of this Buffalo check scrapbook paper. I had this last year from Hobby Lobby, but it's from Hobby Lobby. So if you do want to pick some up, that's where I picked mine up. And then I did that to both of the pumpkins. And then I had this truck, I have quite a few of these actually from last year, but I started painting the pumpkins and then I was like, you know what? I don't want the pumpkins on it all. I'm going to cut these. I'm just using some tin snips. These work for absolutely everything. I use them all the time. This color paint, this is English Navy, but it is not really navy when you put that on. It's almost all purple. I'm just going to be adding it with a little bit of black just to make a more navy color. It almost just kind of turned out black when it's all said and done. Either way, I'm totally happy with it. I didn't mind. And then I ended up dry brushing it later on using an Arteza paint marker to paint the little wooden back of this truck too. And once everything was dry and good to go, I just grabbed my hot glue gun so I could glue the two pumpkins together. I used extra hot glue just to make sure it wasn't going to come apart. And then I also just hot glued the truck right to the top. And I used the same pumpkins. I didn't really show that a whole lot, but those good old orange pumpkins. I always save those leaves because I think they're super cute. And the bows, I don't know if I used bows. Did I use the bows? Well, we're going to see in a second. But I love these leaves. I always keep these. Don't throw them away. Yes, I reused the bows, of course. And then I just wanted to make this just a little bit more fall. So I grabbed these mini pumpkins from Dollar Tree as well. They have a ton of different ones. I have a ton of different ones. I'll be using them also in this video. I just grabbed 3 of them, hot glued together on the back. Hot glued together on the back. Yeah, okay, we'll go with that. And that's it for this one. Let's make a fall wreath. I'm just using this large wreath form. This is an 18-inch wreath form. I think they sell them at Dollar Tree. I found it at a yard sale. I always wrap everything in burlap using some boxwood greenery from Walmart. I'm just adding this all along the bottom. This is how I like to make my wreaths. I pretty much make them all very similar to each other, but it's just what I prefer. It's just what I like. So this is what I always do. And then once it was fully covered with boxwood, I end up taking some pumpkin picks, some fall florals. These are actually from Walmart, but I thought these were really cool and they were only 98 cents. And I'm just taking some floral wire and wrapping them around. And I just used 3 of these, but if you guys have not checked out Walmart, go check it out. See if they have some really nice fall decor, because they normally do. I really love Walmart, but I really love after fall time when they have everything on clearance for 50% off, because you can get all these really cute pumpkin decor pieces and things like that for 50 cents. And I'm just using this Dollar Tree sign, hot gluing it right to the side, and that is it for my wreath. Next one, I'll be using a garden dish and then just a candlestick from Dollar Tree and some ultra matte spray paint. And I'm just going to be taking it outside and spray painting the candlestick along with the garden dish. I don't really know why I did black. I just think that even when fall is over, this is a more functional DIY, so you can use this all the time. It doesn't just have to be for fall. And once it was dry, it's super matte. That's why I really like this spray paint. And it only took about 2 coats to do. And I'm just using some hot glue. I was going to say spray paint. What am I saying? Just some hot glue. This is by Surebonder, and this works really well. I use Surebonder glue sticks, Gorilla glue sticks. They both work absolutely amazing. And you can just pick them up at Walmart, Amazon. It doesn't matter where. I've had this vase forever from Dollar Tree, like forever, like 2 or 3 years probably. Just using some greenery, and this was from a garage sale. I picked up like a huge garbage bag full. If you guys are not new, you probably heard me talk about my garbage bag full of florals and greeneries and everything like that. And I use it constantly. And I just kind of threw some stuff in there. I think all this is from a garage sale, but just a bunch of different kinds. And then I just had these potpourri pumpkin scented pine cones. They kind of remind me of potpourri, but I just ended up using, I want to say 4 or 5 bags of these. You do not get very many in each of these, so it did take quite a few to fill this up. And then I just added a tea light candle from Dollar Tree. Like, this is all 150% Dollar Tree except the greenery, but like I said, you can buy greenery at Dollar Tree. It doesn't matter. And also, just to top this off to make it fall, I decided to add these little pumpkins. They have clips on the back. These are great. I use them every single year. And I just put 4 of them in the greenery, and that is it. Okay, so this is one of my trickier DIYs. I'm going to be using 2 of these long pieces, these long boards, these long signs. I really liked these from Dollar Tree this year. They have black ones as well. But I seen this truck at a store I went to, and it was like a flat truck. It was way larger than this. It was made out of wood and stuff. But I'm like, you know what? I can probably recreate something very similar using Dollar Tree. I did just use a saw and cut off those pumpkins at the top. I actually saved the tops just in case I wanted to use those somewhere down the road, use them as stencils. I wasn't really sure. Maybe, I don't know. Sometimes you just can't throw stuff away because you never know. I cut both of them. You know what? I don't like using saws, and I really don't like showing them in videos. I almost thought about cutting this out because I don't know what the saws are called. This one's like a hand saw. I want to say a miter saw, scroll saw. I think it's a scroll saw actually. And I just made like an outline of what I wanted the top of the truck to look like. And then I used that nice little saw right there, cut it. And this is kind of what it looks like. I want to just give it a nice little show to you. And I'm just sanding it down. And yes, that is a table I am working on. I swear, furniture takes me forever, but I was sanding it the same day. So I was like, you know what, might as well just use it as a table and sand other things as well. Now I'm just using the olive green paint by Arteza. Like I said, I only had to do 1 coat. I love this paint. I really think Arteza has really great colors for fall, so I always grab them and whip them out every single time. Now I'm just using some crafter sticks, and I'm making the back of the truck, or like the back of the truck, like the little wooden fun back. I'm just using crafter sticks, eyeballing it, kind of just aligning them how I want. And then I'm eventually going to paint them espresso brown with the Arteza paint. And like I said, I'm just going to keep cutting them. I ended up kind of doing a little bit different than what I'm showing here. But in the end, it all turns out I just used a ton of crafter sticks to adhere them all together, and hot glue. And I think that's about it. Just a lot of hot glue and a lot of crafter sticks. And seriously, when I say I used a lot of crafter sticks, I really did. I'm taking these 2 pieces and I'm just going to be taking some crafter sticks and gluing them to the back so the top and the bottom piece of this truck stay together. This always works really well every time I use Dollar Tree signs in any sort of way, and this is what it looks like. I ended up adding some crafter sticks to the back side, kind of lifted them up a little bit so I could attach the back of the truck because I wasn't really sure how I was going to do that without, you know, having a little bit of help from more crafter sticks and more hot glue. For the wheels, I'm just using these wood slices. I have had these and I painted them black already. I think I was going to use them for Christmas ornaments last year. Never did. So I thought I'd use them as wheels. If you don't have anything like this, I think the circle magnetic containers from Dollar Tree would work really good as well. So if you can already see here, I'm painting a window black. Well, I ended up changing my mind because I was kind of looking at pictures on Pinterest and pieces I had in my home, and the windows are always white. They're not black. And I think that this is where I really messed up. But luckily for me, the good old Waverly chalk paint, 2 coats of that, and it's good to go. This is a silver paint marker by Arteza. I love these paint markers. I use them. Haven't used them in a while, but I do like to use them. I'm just painting like the top of the wheel. It's not the top of the wheel. You know what I'm saying. It just kind of just wanted to give it a little bit of detail, I guess, because this truck looked so plain. So I was really looking for any which way of detail I could get. This part is optional, but I did just use my Cricut and made a decal that says pick your own pumpkins with a couple pumpkins on the side. I just really wanted something in the center. I wanted to say something. I was thinking Hello Fall, but oh man, you know how many Hello Fall things I'm probably going to be making this year. So pick your own pumpkins. Probably going to be making just as many of those too. Dry brushing it with espresso brown, and I didn't water this down or anything. I just really lightly put it on my brush and lightly put it on. And this is cute, really, as is. I did just want to make it a little more fall, so I decided to add some of those pumpkins from Dollar Tree, and I love the way this turned out. The very last thing that I did was add these giant clothespins to the back. This, obviously, I could have done something different to have this be like a freestanding truck, but I've had these on hand for so long and I don't think I will ever use them. I would probably end up donating them, so why not use them to stand this truck up? And this is what it looks like when it's done. I love it. A DIY, I'll be using just over 3 bundles of this rope. This is 9.5 feet long, and then just one of these really tall, large vases. And I'm just starting out at the bottom with some hot glue, and I wrap the rope all the way around the bottom, hot glue the entire bottom, and then I start wrapping it. You don't need a ton of hot glue for this, just kind of at the ends. That usually is kind of what works the best. This DIY seriously brought me down memory lane because I made this same vase, I want to say almost 4 years ago when I started my channel. It was one of the first DIYs I ever did. That video did very well for me, which I'm proud of because I probably only had like 200 subscribers. I just added some fall florals. That's it. This next one, wow, I talked too much, really behind. These little organizing things, I don't know. They came in the kitchen section in a 3-pack. So I'm like, that is an amazing deal. We can make 3 things with them. And I thought these looked really cute. They kind of remind me of like the little veggie containers. You'd put like cucumbers or apples or tomatoes. It doesn't matter. You can put anything in them you want. I just used the espresso brown, used my Cricut and cut out You Pick a pumpkin in 25 cents. And then I used the Dollar Tree chalkboard tags, the circles. I thought these were really cute. And then I just added some greenery and some of these super cute pumpkins from Dollar Tree this year. They have like buffalo check and maybe they're gingham buffalo check. I can never get those right. I want to say those are buffalo check for sure. Some of those white ones. That is it for this one. I think these are adorable. So for this one, I'll be using one of these big signs in this Waverly chalk paint and hazelnut. I'm actually only going to be using one of these pumpkins. I had a whole plan for these and then changed my mind at last minute. This DIY I'm not 100% in love with, so let me know in the comments, is there something I can add, something I can do? I'm not really sure. This, like I said, this was like a really like, I just painted this pumpkin, now what do I do with it? I used one of these like palette wooden pieces from Dollar Tree, of course, painting it Waverly chalk paint in white. These are such a pain to paint because there's so many little cracks and crevices and sides and edges you have to paint. So that took quite a while. And then I just dry brushed it to make it look more like a pumpkin because it was brown. I don't know what made me think that it was going to be okay to paint a pumpkin brown. Although I don't hate it by all means. I actually think this is cute. I just think it's missing something. So I just took it, hot glued it to the center of my little white palette. Cute little stickers from Dollar Tree, of course. I love the truck. The truck will never go out of style in my house. If you guys like the red truck, if you like the black truck, you like any of the trucks, let me know in the comments below. You know, I think I could add greenery to that to make it just a little bit more cute. Maybe a bow. I think that would look really, really cute. This one, I'll be using the Rust-Oleum Aged Copper Spray Paint and these like iridescent candle holders. I showed these in a haul recently and really liked the texture or the way they looked, but definitely not the color. So I did need to give them a nice little spray paint. I love this aged copper because one coat is good enough. And then I just thought that I would add these little wooden die cut leaves or wrap some twine together, make it just a cute little fall piece. You could use this for any holiday, just, you know, change out the leaves, but you can find these any time of year. You don't need to wait for fall. But you guys, that is it for the video. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, make sure you give this video a thumbs up. And if you are new to my channel, I would love if you consider sticking around and subscribing. Also, Nicole's video will be in the description box below. Do not forget to check out her video. But that is it. I'll see you in the next one. Bye!